volleyball team clinched the top seed in the NEWMAC championships after beating Wellesley in a 5-set win. The Pride won the first 2 sets but fell short in the last 2, which led them to a 5th set. Kelsey McGahee led the team with a career high of 17 kills and 5 blocks, and Tessa Smolinski wasn't far behind with 12 kills and 11 digs. The Pride will host MIT in the NEWMAC tournament, and if they win, they will advance to the NEWMAC championship on Sunday. We wish them the best of luck this weekend. Senior Day turned into a suspenseful double overtime tie for the women's soccer team this past Saturday against Wellesley. Matt Peliquin has more on the story.
On Saturday afternoon, the Pride celebrated Senior Day at Brock Athletic Field, where they went up against a tough defensive opponent in Wellesley University. The game took 2 overtimes, but even that was not enough to decide it, as the game ended in a 1-1 tie. The Pride were able to create a scoring opportunity when Brianna Messier passed the ball from midfield to Nina Vitale, where the senior chipped it past the Wellesley goalie Kat Goldsmith, giving the Pride a 1-0 lead heading into the later minutes of the match. Wellesley later tied the match up with a goal by Abigail Hess in the 81st minute to force overtime. Vitale tried to strike again, but her shot went directly into the hands of Wellesley goalie Goldsmith. The Pride's Ashley Carassi and Brooke Hattinger put shots on goal, but Goldsmith snagged both attempts. In a last-minute battle to take a victory, Jessica Miller sent a cross pass into the box to Vitale, where Goldsmith was able to make the save. Minutes later, Vitale had another attempt at net from a pass from Nicole Fowler, barely missing the net high. Springfield closes off a terrific regular season at 11-4-3 and 6-1-3 in the NEWMAC.
The SC football season is coming to a close, which means for some the end of their time with the Pride. Senior Joel Altavesta is ending his career here at SC, and I got a chance to sit with him and talk about his past years with the team and what's in store for his future. Named first in rushing yards, second in total yards for the 2012 season, and playing both fullback and halfback, Joel Altavesta is one talented, well-rounded player. Number 37 has been a contributing factor to the Springfield College football team for the past 4 years, switching positions from fullback to halfback for the first time since his freshman year. He is also not just a contributing player, but is also recognized for his hard work, winning Athlete of the Week more than once, and having the honor of being named All-American last year.
It's been awesome playing football here. I made a lot of good friends, and I came back for my 5th year for reasons because I love playing football and I love the other guys on the team, and I plan on continuing being around the team and maybe even coaching in the near future. I've had a lot of great coaches, a lot of great friends on the team. Last year, me and Mike Davis were really close. He's probably my best friend on the team last year. And then coaches like Coach C, Coach Long, they've helped me a lot along the way, along with all my position coaches. Playing football with like the team and like that feeling where you just right before you go on the field, it's just something you can't even explain. Just the jitters and stuff, and I'm gonna miss that the most.
After the season ends, Altavesta plans on coaching wrestling at Westfield High School. He also plans on continuing his education here at Springfield by taking grad school courses, and hopes to coach here at SC in the future. For SCTV3, I'm Candace Tibbetts. Well, we are more than halfway through the NFL season. Things are starting to get more intense on the field as teams are starting to get ready for the second half of the season and the hunt for the playoffs. Barry Ubois has more on the first few weeks of the NFL and his thoughts on who will win midseason awards.
The mid-season MVP and Offensive Player of the Year of the NFL is Peyton Manning. Manning has been nothing short of sensational and has gotten his 2013 season off to a great start, throwing for 2,919 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, and a QBR of 119.4. Manning has led the Broncos off to a 7-1 start and has the Broncos in position for another deep playoff run. The Offensive Rookie of the Year is Green Bay Packers running back Eddie Lacy. Through 7 games, Eddie Lacy has 134 rushes for 596 yards, 4 touchdowns, and is averaging 4.4 yards per carry. Lacy has helped the Packers become a much more balanced offense and has been a workhorse in the running game for the Packers as well. The defensive rookie of the year is Bills middle linebacker Kiko Alonso. Alonso is third in the NFL in tackles with 89 and is also tied for the league lead in interceptions with 4. Alonso has helped strengthen the Bills' linebacking core and looks like has a bright future anchoring the Bills' defense. The head coach of the year is Andy Reid. In his first year with the Kansas City Chiefs, Reid has led them to a 9-0 start for the first time in franchise history. Reid has taken a team that was 2-14 last year and has them in first place in the AFC West and has made them into a real contender in the AFC. The comeback player of the year is Alex Smith. Alex Smith does not have the most impressive stats for a quarterback who has thrown for 1,919 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, and a QBR of 81.4. But he has done a good job of being a game manager and not making the big mistake that cost his team the game. Alex Smith sat out most of last year because of a concussion and how well his replacement Colin Kaepernick played in his absence. The defensive player of the year is Kansas City Chiefs defensive end Tamba Hali. Hali is 5th in the NFL in sacks with 9, has 30 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, and an interception and fumble recovery that have both been returned for a touchdown. Hali has been a nightmare for opposing left tackles and is the main reason why the Kansas City Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the NFL. For SCTV3, I'm Barry O'Boy.
The NHL is always full of surprises, and it isn't a surprise that the new rookies are making a name for themselves in the league. Billy Peterson has more on their performances and expectations for the rest of the year.
Thanks, guys. And this week, I shift my attention over to some of the rookies in the NHL who are proving more and more every day that hockey is turning into a young man's game. One rookie taking the NHL by storm is 2012 17th overall draft pick Thomas Hertl of the San Jose Sharks. The 19-year-old burst onto the NHL scene with a 4-goal performance on October 9th. His night was highlighted by a between-the-legs breakaway goal on New York Rangers backup goaltender Martin Biron, who, by the way, retired 12 days later. Hertl leads all rookies in goals and points. Moving north of the border to Calgary, Flames rookie and 6th overall selection in the 2013 NHL draft, Sean Monahan, has been nearly as impressive as Hertl, with 5 goals and 8 points through his first 7 NHL games. What's equally as impressive is Monahan started the season at the young age of 18, one of the youngest in the sport. The rookie dominance doesn't stop on offense. There are some rookie blue liners making early headlines as well. Nashville's Seth Jones, a 2013 4th overall selection, has proven his worth on arguably the strongest defensive team in the league. Jones is not letting veteran all-stars such as Shea Weber stand in his way, as he leads all rookies in ice time, logging an average of 24 minutes and 28 seconds a game. Other rookies making good first impressions are Edmonton center Mark Acabello, who has 8 assists in 9 games. Nathan McKinnon, the Colorado Avalanche, has 7 points, and Ty McGinn, who has played 3 games for the Philadelphia Flyers since being called up from the AHL, has scored 3 goals for the league's lowest scoring team. There have even been 4 rookie goaltenders who have seen time in the crease this season, with 2, Frederik Andersen of Anaheim and Eddie Lack of Vancouver, notching a win for their respective clubs. Gone are the days of Gordie Howe, who played up to the age of 55, and even Jaromir Jagr, who is still kicking at 41. The NHL is slowly seeing more teens dominating at the pro level. I guess it's too late for me then. Back to you guys.
Well, that is all I have for you for sports this week. I'm Candace Tibbetts. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, thanks, Candace. For everybody behind the scenes and my co-host Bree Hill, thanks for tuning in. We are taking a 167.5-hour break, but we'll see you then. Have a great week, everybody.